Number 1. Pick a game engine that supports multiple platforms. With recent changes to Unity, a lot of people are seeking refuge to other engines, and a lot of these engines do not have official support for consoles. Choosing these engines might be a mistake. No matter how good your marketing for Steam is, you would still want to have the option of distributing your game to as many platforms as possible. If you're making a mobile game and don't care about this, that's fine. But keep in mind that your development path might change, and choosing an engine that supports all 3 major platforms wouldn't hurt. Besides, most mobile games can be played on consoles. Just because they are going to feel like a mobile game doesn't mean people won't play them, so why lose that potential audience? Number 2. Allow input variation. Sometimes I see developers create a game that can only be played with mouse and keyboard. This again is a mistake, and it's similar to the mistake from number 1. You need to allow multiple methods of input so that porting to multiple platforms stays possible. All my games so far have keyboard and mouse support as well as gamepad support. The reason is that right from the beginning I had clear intentions to port them to consoles. One of my games, Vosaria, was also ported to Android. The reason I only ported this game to Android and not the other ones is because this game has a much simpler control scheme compared to the other ones. So the gamepad controls could easily be translated to touchscreen. My other games, however, did not have this level of simplicity to them, so I couldn't make the port. Your primary goal should be to create a game that can support all 3 methods of input. If not possible, at least 2 of them should be supported. Number 3. Make your game multilinguistic. Now this one I myself am guilty of. See, a lot of developers have come up with creative ideas to not put any text in games, or using creative visual methods to tell a story without words. And you might think that the reason they do this is because of artistic creativity. No, it's actually artistic cheating. See, no words in your games means that you can do this without spending any money on localization. This in return increases your number of potential customers because there are a lot of people who won't play your game if it doesn't support their language. All my games are English only, and even though I have known this trick for a very long time, I still don't do it. Why? Well, pride. And also the fact that I like telling stories using text boxes and lore books and stuff like that. So I'm cutting out a large portion of my potential audience just because of this. But you don't have to. If storytelling is not important to you, at least in form of text, then consider using this cheat code. Number 4. Keep your scenes small. This is a problem that I've encountered recently. Some of the zones in my game are a bit big, and they are causing frame rate issues for lower-end hardware. So when you design your scenes, consider making them small. My town scene in my recent game needed extra timing put into it for optimization. This town should have been split into 2 scenes right from the beginning. But Johnny, have you considered using occlusion culling? Yes, I have, and it doesn't work. There are other factors that goes into a scene. Keeping the object count of a scene smaller is simply better. Number 5. Don't work 5 years on a game. This was the biggest mistake of my life. Shalnor Legends 2 took me 5 years to make. The game hasn't been released on consoles yet at the time of making this video, so I don't know if it's going to be a success or not. But the amount of effort that went into making it has exhausted me so much that I'm not even sure if I will ever be satisfied with any sale numbers. To be fair, my plan was for this game to be a 3-year project, but
things just got out of hand.
I made the decision to make a 3D game, so a lot of time and effort went into learning 3D simultaneously with making the game. And if I could time travel, I would have done things differently. I would have still made this game, but in a completely different way. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped.